Good day, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Vise Squad. My name is Ryan. I'm your Wednesday host. Hope you're all having a great week. This week, we're going to carry on with the DC theme, and we're going to do Cyborg. This is an idea Rick had, and he was thinking Chironomid. And if you look at Cyborg, this is Cyborg-ish. It's close. It's metallic. It's black, and it's got a bit of red. So anyway, we'll see. You tell us what you think. Before we get going, I'd like to thank our sponsors, and that's the Anadramas Fly Company and Fly Life Co. If you visit fishingandoutdoors.ca for Canadian residents and .net for our U.S. and international friends, you can find all their great products, tools, materials, everything that they carry online. Look under the Specialty Stores tab on the website. There we go. Stumble over myself a little today. All right, in the vise, I have got a size 14 2 extra long curved nymph hook, and I have a 7/64. This is a brass bead, so it's maybe a little lighter than it could be. Maybe we would add some lead, maybe, whatever. But it's brown, metallic brown, and it's got some red painted dots on the side, which I thought was kind of fitting for the Cyborg character. And we're going to start some 70 denier black UTC behind the bead. Snip our tag out. Now what I'm going to do before I tie in all the ribbing material, I'm going to build the bulk of my taper first. I'm probably going to do it as I tie on a Norvise. I'm probably just going to spin my vise, but we'll see. Maybe Rick wants to fast forward through all the taper building, but you'll get the idea here. All right, so I'm fairly happy with that for now. The first rib I'm going to tie in this is a piece of, it's called micro metal. It's a Semperfli product, and it's sort of like wire, but it's soft like thread, but it's got some texture to it, which I kind of like, and it's platinum in color. So I'm going to tie that in on the far side of the hook from me, your side of the hook, if you will. And when I tie that in, I want to tie it on the sort of the bottom half of the side of the shank, because I'm going to lay the red wire on top of that. So that's sort of on the bottom half. And this stuff doesn't break off like wire will, so I'm just going to grab some old crappy scissors that I use for wire and snip out that excess. Next, I'm going to tie in a piece of extra small red wire, ultra wire, and I'm going to try and lay that right on top, or right above it, not on top of that micro metal. When I tie these, I like to tie as little of that wire as I have to in down at the bottom end of the fly, just so you don't create so much bulk moving up. Next, I'm going to tie in, this is a piece of window tint, silver window tint, or ASB would work as well, but it's been pre-cut. I bought it in a pre-cut strip. This is 0.5 mil, and I'm going to tie that in on my side of the hook. Next, what I'm going to do is just straighten out the taper of the fly a little bit. There's a few spots that were a little lumpy. When you're doing any thread body, you can counterclockwise spin your thread if you're using like UTC, or Nano Silk will do it, and that'll lay it flat. All right, so I'm going to leave the thread there. I'm going to take that window tint, or ASB, and I'm going to start making some evenly segmented wraps. up towards the bead. We'll grab our thread and we'll tie that off right behind the bead. 2 or 3 good tight wraps will hold that there. We'll snip that out. Next I'm going to grab the red wire and I'm going to follow that, the top side of the ASB. All the way up. And again, we'll tie that off. All right, so once we have a few thread wraps in there tying that off, we'll just hold our thread tight and spin that wire out of there. Next, we'll grab that micro metal and we're going to follow that again, but on the top side of the red wire. And we'll tie that off. Now this stuff we'll have to cut out again because it doesn't spin out. Don't use your good scissors for this, it will dull your points. Alright, next we'll just put a whip finish in there and finish up. Try and leave that collar nice and even. Like so, and we'll snip our thread out. To finish the fly, I'm going to coat it in some Solarez bone dry. We'll grab that. And we'll just put a light coating of that on there. And we'll cure that with our UV light. And that'll be that for the fly. While we're curing that, again, thanks to our sponsors, Anadrama's Fly Company and Fly Life Co. And again, you can visit the fishingandoutdoors.ca for Canadian residents and .net for the US and international friends, and find all their fantastic gear on there. Thank you all for watching, and thanks for Rick for doing all his hard work on his end. And we really do appreciate everyone who's tuning in to us every week and listen to us rattle on. Until next week, everyone, have a great week. Thanks so much.